Hello, welcome to the second long-awaited episode of Crochet with me. I really want to consider this one the first one because I'm doing them differently now. I want this kind of to be like a mystery crochet along, like you don't know what you're making until it's done. I think that would be really fun, but I probably will do like a side-by-side like sneak peek of what we're making, just so you don't maybe feel like you're getting too ahead of yourself. This first little motif we're making is by someone named Anna Pakura. I hope I'm saying that right, or APAC. I found this tutorial randomly, or not tutorial, I found this crochet chart randomly. I won't tell you what it is, but we'll make it, and I hope you like it. I've never made it before, so this will be fun. These are all medium 4-weight acrylic yarns that I have. Most of them are Red Heart. I think they have some Caron Simply Soft. I think this is a Caron Cake. So that's kind of like what I got. Okay. So we're going to start with our center. We're going to jump right in. We're going to attach the yarn to the hook. And we are going to chain 7. Let me know if you want me to count out loud or in my head, because I feel like either will work, but if you guys are also counting during this, it might throw you off. Once you have chained 7, we're going to slip stitch into the first chain we made, and we're going to create a little circle. Then we are going to chain 3, 1, and we're going to do 2 double crochets into the hook, into the circle. Then we're going to chain 3, then 3 double crochets into our circle, like so. Should start to look like this. And then we're going to chain 3 again. I didn't know if I mentioned, but I'm also following this pattern along with you guys blindly. So I actually already filmed one of these, but I messed up the entire thing, so I picked a different one that was easier to follow for myself, as I'm not that great at reading patterns. I'm more of a visual learner. That's why crochet charts, they're usually really good for me. But yes, okay, so chain 3, and then we're going to do 3 more double crochets into this circle. I feel like it's a nice distraction, having to pay attention and follow instructions. It's nice. And then chain 3 again. It's starting to look like a granny square, but it's not. It's into the center. Now we have 4 clusters here, and now we're going to chain 3 again, and we're going to do our last 3 double crochets into the center. And now I'm going to change colors, so I'm just going to cut my yarn. However you like to join colors, you can do that. I use the Magic Knot by Bella Coco, so you might want to check out that tutorial. I'll show you crudely how I do it here one time, but I definitely recommend checking out the tutorial because it's much more clear than I will show you. But this is what our piece we have right now for our piece here. That's what it should kind of look like. So for my next color, I'm going to use a light purple. And so for the magic knot, oops, this is already attached to something. We're just going to take the piece we cut off here, where we want to attach the new color. We put our new color over the old color and wrap it around, and we just tie it like a regular knot, just standard knot, nothing fancy, like that. Pull tight. Then we take the old color, put it over the new color, go around, and we are tying another knot. Yes, definitely check out Bella Coco's tutorials. See, we have 2 knots here. Pull tight, then pull both ends, make them meet, pull tight, 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 and then I'm going to cut off our ends here. Careful not to cut the long strand of yarn, or not to cut the knot itself, and that should keep your colors intact forever. Now we are going to put our needle here, our hook, back into the stitch we left off on, and I like to slip stitch the new color into the stitch we were just using, so we can just act like we never cut it off. And then chain 1. We're going to turn our pattern here, and we're going to do 3 double crochets into our chain 3 space. Then we are going to chain 5, getting fancy. And then we are going to do 3 more double crochets into the chain 3 space. It's kind of like a granny square, just shaped different. Cute. Now we are going to chain 1, and we're going to do this little pattern again, where we are going to chain 3 and we're going to double crochet 3 in our chain 3 space. And then we're going to chain 3. Oh my gosh. Chain 5, please. Chain 5. Got to not get ahead of myself. Okay, brain, chain 5, and then double crochet 3 more times in the chain 3 space. This is why I normally do voiceovers, but this is way easier, and it's easier to get tutorials out when it's easier for me. So there we have our 2 little clusters here, our squares. Now we're going to chain 1, and we're going to repeat this for the other side. So we are going to do 3 double crochets in another chain 3 space here. We are going to chain 5, and then 3 more double crochets in that same chain 3 space. Then chain 1 and repeat 3 double crochets in the chain 3 space. Then chain 5, and then 3 more double crochets in the chain 3 space. Woohoo! Yes. Very nice. Yes. So it's still looking like a granny square. What are we making? I don't know. Alright, now I'm gonna change my color again. Doing what I did last time. I'm gonna go for this pink this time. My next color. There's already knots in this. I'm not going to unknot them right now. Okay. Cute. Okay. So now we're going to the next part. Row 3, we're going to chain 1, turn, and we are going to do 1 double crochet in this chain 5 chain space. 1 double crochet. And now we're getting fancy. We're going to do, looks like 6 treble crochets. So that's basically 1 yarn over 2. That's how I do them. So I hope that's how you do them. Pull through 2 loops, pull through another 2 loops, pull through last 2 loops. So 1 yarn over, 1 yarn over. Dip it into the chain 5 space. Pull the yarn through. Yarn over. Go through 2 loops. Yarn over. Go through 2 loops. Yarn over. Go through 2 loops. Yes. And then keep doing that. We are doing 6 of these. So that's 2, 3, 'If you need to, just pause and rewind or look up how to treble crochet. So I see I have 1 double crochet and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 1 more treble crochet. Ooh, yeah. Okay, now we're going to do chain. Sorry, excuse me. We are going to PICOT. Do a PICOT. So how I do those is I chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I slip stitch into the first chain I made. I don't know how you PICOT, but that's kind of just how I do them. And then it creates this little cute thing like that. And then we're going to do 6 more treble crochets into this very same chain 5 space. Here we go, right into here. 6 more treble crochets. Yes, very cute. I really like this shape. I am loving this. It's so fun when you make something and you don't know how it's going to come out and you just follow. It's like, I love those like color by number kind of things, you know, or connected dots when I was little. Still like those things, to be honest. You know, it's so just like, oh, look, it's forming itself. Okay, anyways, so far we have 6 and then 6, total of 12 treble crochets, and now we have to do 1 double crochet just like we did when we started, right into this chain 5 space. It's one big happy family. Cool. Now we are going to make a single crochet into this chain 1 space we made, nice and cozy. And we have the joy of repeating what we did, kind of, slightly different. So in our next chain 5 space here, we're going to do 2 double crochets. So 1, and then 2. 2 double crochets. Now we're going to do 5 treble crochets this time. Right in our chain 5 space, 5 treble crochets. I'm sorry if I'm going too fast. I haven't done one of these in a while, so just let me know. Be gentle with me though, I'm sensitive. I don't want it to be too fast, I don't want it to be too slow for either of us. Alright. Now we have 5 treble crochets with our 2 double crochets in our chain 5 chain space. And we're going to do another PICOT stitch. So that means we're going to chain 3 and slip stitch in the first chain space. And if we can do it. Like so. And then we are going to do 5 more treble crochets in our chain 5 space. Here are 5 treble crochets, and now we'll do 2 double crochets in our chain 5 space here. 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. Huh, look at that. Can you tell what we're making yet? Okay, now we'll do in our chain 1 space here, we're going to do 1 single crochet. Cool. Now in this corner, we're going to copy this corner. So we're going to do 2 double crochets. And then we're going to do 5 treble crochets. I'm having so much fun. I hope you guys are too. I hope I can do stuff like this often. My goal is to have these up every Thursday and Friday. That would be awesome. I finally got my gaming schedule down, so now I need to get my crochet schedule down. Gaming videos are 100 times easier to make than tutorials, so I really would love to have a way to do tutorials as easy as my gaming ones. Oops. Okay, how many do I have here? 2 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need 1 more treble crochet. Awesome. Now we're going to do our PICOT again. Chain 3. And then slip stitch into that first chain. And then do 5 more treble crochets in the chain 5 space. Five treble crochets and then 2 double crochets. Cute! Super cute. Now we are going to make a single crochet in our chain 1 space. In our last chain 5 space, we're going to do what we did in the first one, and we're going to start by double crochet 1 time, followed by 6 treble crochets right in our chain 5 space. Once we have our 6 here, we're going to chain 3 for our PICOT. And we're going to chain 6, we're going to treble crochet 6 more times in our chain 5 space. Cool. And after we have 6 of those extra treble crochets, I'll do 1 more double crochet in the chain 5 space. And after, we are going to finish it off by slip stitching into the top of the double crochet over here. We made this first double crochet. Slip stitch right into there. Bring it home. Cute. As you can see, it is kind of like a butterfly. Now this is the end of APAC's pattern here, but I'm going to continue on to try to give it a little bit more of a butterfly flare. Now I might mess up this whole design, but you never know. I think I'm going to actually single crochet into the in between our first double crochet here across. I'm going to just slip stitch here together like so, and then I'm going to chain maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 7. See how that looks. Chain 7, and then I'm going to chain 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So the total of 10. And then I'm going to skip these 3 here. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to make a PICOT basically, and single crochet in the 4th hook. This is how I freehand, by the way. I just see shapes and try to go for it, as you can see, so I can have like a little antenna. Then I am going to, because I don't like to disconnect my yarn if I don't have to, I'm going to slip stitch down every chain I made here. Let's see, just a lot of trial and error comes with freehanding, because I actually don't know what it will look like until I am done. But You never know until you try. I have slip stitch down, and now I'm going to slip stitch in the one I started in, right here. Let's see how that looks. Oh my gosh. Now I'm going to make even another slip stitch under this first double crochet we did. I'm going to just slip stitch it in between that. Oh, I got it twisted up on, sorry. Slip stitch in between this double crochet space and this little gap here. And so now we have one little antenna like that. I'm gonna try to make another one, a matching one. So I'm gonna take my hook and the pink yarn, attach it. I'm gonna leave a long enough chain or like a little tie so I can weave it in so I don't see it when I'm done. And I'm going to put this one here. Where should I put this? I'm gonna actually just go for putting it in between the gap already. See how that looks? So that gap where I ended. Sorry, right here in between my double crochet in that gap. I'm gonna slip stitch the yarn on. Try not to get twisted. I am already twisted. Okay, go in. Slip stitch the yarn on. Tight. Then chain 7. And then 3 more. And then slip stitch into the 4th chain. So 1, 2, 3, slip stitch. And then I'm going to just slip stitch all the way back down. And then follow it up with one more slip stitch into that same little gap. Pull tight, and then chop off. Ain't cute? Now I'm gonna weave in my ends real quick. Alright. Yarn needle. I like to weave in the ends before I decide how I feel about something because it tends to make a project look a lot better. Because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I hate this. And then I weave in all the ends and I'm like, oh, this is nice. That's actually how I feel about all my flower designs. I think they look awful. Not awful, but I'm like, oh, so messy. And then I weave in all the ends and I'm like, oh, this is the garden. This is beautiful. Sorry for all the noise. I live downtown, and even with my windows closed, I am practically outside sometimes. Okay. Tighten up everything. Chop, 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 chop. I have a much better pair of scissors for these. I like getting close, but I don't know where they are right now, so we make do. So that's, there we have it. We have a cute little butterfly kind of granny square. These would be cute as dishcloths or something, or as an applique. I'm trying to decide if I will go in and add like outer. I love swallowtail type of butterflies. They have those long, you know, extra tails like Luna moths have like those dandrels. But I think I'm satisfied with this. I don't know, it kind of looks like an apple to me, which is weird. Yeah, pretty cute. Thanks for watching this. I hope it was easy to follow along. I can't wait to do more of these. I will see you next time. Goodbye.